Forum for African Women Educationists, in partnership with WaterAid and other consortium partners, held a 2-day refresher training with journalists at Hotel Dubai in Adjuamni district on 27th of May 2025. This was to build in professionalism and at the same time to advocate for sexual reproductive health and gender equity and equality. Joseph Wandera, a consultant under Forum for African Women Educationists, underscored the role of journalists in embracing reproductive health and issues of gender equity and equality through becoming advocates. He said journalists are key in social media in the world.
We expect that journalists will support us in various ways, and one of them is them becoming advocates for women's rights and the sexual reproductive health rights. Given that journalists are very key in the social media world, we expect that every time they have an opportunity, when they're on air, when they are hosting programs, at least they speak about issues that affect women, the stereotypes in the communities. And at the end of it all, we want to request you as journalists that you foster, you advocate for gender equity and equality, but also issues of sexual reproductive health rights.
Bazio Dorin, the Communications Secretary at Adjuamni District Local Government, applauded the partners for the refresher training, hence urged the journalists to advocate what they have been taught and sustain the advocacy not only for the project but for long-run use.
I want to appreciate all the partners that have thought it very good to train journalists here in Germany on sexual reproductive health rights, an agenda. So many times we see that these issues of SHR and gender play right into our profession as journalists. So I feel it's important because sometimes the females, the female reporters, they shy away from reporting stories. Most times when you see the big stories, it's the males who are into those newsrooms and writing the stories. But also most of our stories, when you see our sources, they are male. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe we don't find sources that are female, but it is good to balance stories and make them gender sensitive. On the training, I want to rally journalists to take this training very seriously, and not just for the project, but it should be something that pushes us to use our talents to advocate. We work on many media spaces, and we can use these platforms to advocate on SRHR, but also talk about the gender issues that we.
Taban Datapita, the RDC of Adjuamni district, said for journalists to report effectively what they have collected, they should do enough research on what they are to advocate and document them very well for sustainability and future consumption.
Therefore, I want to call upon you that in this training, there are many things that we hide. There are many things that people hide. There are many things that cultural leaders hide. There are many things that our mothers hide as far as our girls are concerned. Take issues of abortion. Somebody can abort, but everybody will keep quiet until you find a time when the things get worse. That's when people come up. At the end of the day, someone dies. But as a journalist, you have all the opportunities to squeeze around and get such an information. And when you blow it out, it gives opportunity for the other people to come in and somebody can be rescued. Therefore, I want you to be very keen to see how we can rescue such young girls who can die because of.
Forum for African Women Educationists, known as FAWE Uganda, Shatters appeared the second time in training journalists to advocate for matters of sexual reproductive health and gender equity and equality. Kashundot Fancy Onzima Alan reporting for West Nile Television Nile Cars.